Welcome back, fifth grader in our science class. And for this topic, we're going to talk about the relationship between the living things and their environment. Okay, we will be able to know what are the relationship of some living things to their environment. So it's review time. So let's review our last week lesson. So last week we talked about the types of symbiosis. So we have mutualism as a positive and a positive relationship. We have proto-cooperation. We have positive-positive. Commensalism as positive and neutral. We have predation, the positive and the negative one. So we have the prey and the predators. And for the parasitism, we have positive and we have negative. Positive for the parasites and negative for the host. So again, each relationship can be shown using the positive, the negative, or the zero symbol, which is considered as the neutral relationship. So plants and their environment. Plants are living organisms. They need food, respiration, excretions, growth, and reproduction. They respond to stimuli. So for this, in this ways, there are similar. Plants is similar to human and to animals. So there are some essential features for the environment of a plant. So we will be talking some of them one by one. First is plant needs soil. So the plant's habitat is in the soil. So plants grow in the soil. So which it's used for physical support and for the nutrients through its roots. So they get nutrients out of the soil. Next is water. Plants need water. Plants use water obtained from the soil to combine with carbon dioxide and produce food by photosynthesis. So they need water for them to make food through photosynthesis. So and also plants need water to dissolve nutrients in the soil and to transport nutrients throughout the plant from roots to stem until to the leaves. Next is plants need air. Okay, plant needs oxygen for respiration and they need carbon dioxide to make food. So that's why air is very essential to plants' growth and survival. They need also light from the sun. Okay, so again, plants need good light so that they can combine water and carbon dioxide to create sugar. So there are some structure of the plants. So they use that structure for them to adapt in the living condition of the environment for them to survive and grow. Like for example, this cactus. Okay, cactus. So this is cactus. So that's why cactus lives in a desert. Okay, and they may go or live or survive in a long period of time without water. So this is what we call cactus leaves. So they have evolved into thorns. So this one is thorns. So you know what? That these thorns has a very essential part, play a very important role in the life of a cactus, these thorns. Why? Because they reduces water losses by transpiration. So and the trunk of the cactus is plump, allowing it to store large amount of water. So that's why they can survive even without water in a long period of time. So now let's have the animals and their environment. So animals differ from plants because they cannot make their own food. Again, that's the only unique thing of in plants because they can make their own food. Unlike for the humans and for the animals, they cannot make their own food. That's why they eat um, or they get food in their environment for them to survive. So animals adaptations to the environment. So animals adapt in the environment for them to live. So the bodies of animals are adapted to suit their habitat. So that's why there are some features of animals that we cannot understand. Why is it that the polar bear have their very thick fur? Or why is it that fish have their scales? Of course, they use that feature for them to suit or for them to live in their habitat. Okay, like for examples, we have polar bears. Okay, as what I said earlier, that polar bears have their thick hair. So they have layers of fat beneath their skin so they can live in a very cold surroundings. So that's why polar bears adapt in their environment because they live in a very cold place. That is why they have a thick fur and they have a thick layer of fats. So that is the purpose of that. So also giraffe. That's why giraffe have a very long necks because it allows them to reach leaves high in the trees. Again, that's why giraffe have a very long neck because they use that feature to eat, okay, to reach the leaves of a tree. Okay, next to that is we have this insect. Are you familiar with this? Okay, this is what we call the leaf insect. So this insect is shaped and colored with leaves. This allowed them to hide from their predators. It also helped them to um, get close to their prey without being seen. So that's why animals adapt to their environment for them to live, for them to survive, and for them to eat. Okay, like for this insect, okay, it's called camouflage. Okay, this animal's camouflage means they copy the color of the wherever they are. Like for example, this insect is in the leaf, so that's why it's camouflaging. So we cannot really identify that it's really insect if we cannot take a look at very close, right? So this is leaf insect. So it's protect them to their predators. So let's go now to our worksheet. So there are 5 questions. So all you have to do is you have to mark check to the correct sentence and X to the incorrect one. So for question number 1, human, animals, and plants are categorized as living things. Is this correct or wrong? So if the sentence is correct, then you may check number 1. Or if it's wrong, if this sentence is incorrect, so you may write X. Okay, for number 2, humans do not have a relationship with the environment because we use animals as our food. Okay, what do you think? Humans do not have a relationship with the environment because we use animals as our food. That is for number 2. How about for number 3? Animals have a relationship with the environment because they rely on air and water to grow. Number 4, plants obtain nutrients from the soil for their growth. So plants do not have a relationship with the environment. Is this correct? For number 5, human, animals, and plants share mutual relationships. They get benefit from each other. Is this correct or wrong? So this is very easy if you can understand the question. So again, you have to mark check if the statement is correct and wrong, or X if the statement is incorrect. So if you're done answering, you can pass your answer in our line group. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you for listening, class. I know gold is not enough.